Quick question. Have you had a look? Did you open and download the checklist? And if you have, that's great. If not, go and do it. Go and do it now. And when you do, please read the first page. So, the first page details how you should be using the checklist. And I want to highlight a section on the first page, which is now, don't go changing everything right away. This will only lead to failure. Changing everything straight away is way too hard to do and continue long term. Right, so please just take note of this first page. So please, don't use the checklist as a complete list of what you must do. And please don't feel that you have to change absolutely everything about yourself, because this will most likely set you up for failure. And I'm saying this from the heart, really. I know what it's like. I mean, I'm sure that you've been on a diet before, and I'm sure that you've probably been on diets that have lasted for a week. And I'm sure that maybe you've tried exercise, or you may have had a gym membership that's lasted a month. And if you have, don't feel bad about it, because I've done exactly the same thing. So I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like. So, if you've answered yes to those things, what I've just said about the gym and about diets and stuff, then yeah, you and me, we've got a lot in common, because I've done it. I've done the diets that have lasted for a week. I've done the exercise regimes that have lasted for 2 weeks. And I think a big issue with that was why, for me, it lasted just, such a short period of time, was expectations. It's impatience and high expectations of the result. The results that I want to see and feel. And when you don't get those instantly, then it's you just think, well, what's the point? This is just a waste of time. I've changed absolutely everything about myself, and I'm not seeing anything. So what's the point of carrying on? So changing your life overnight and just seeing absolutely nothing happening, it's really hard to deal with. And so for me, when that happens, yeah, I just quit. I just stop. I stop because it's just too stressful. It's too much. So I don't know. Are you like me? Are you like me? Are you likely to just quit at things very quickly because you've changed? You just go all in and change absolutely everything about yourself, and then you do that, and then you see nothing really happening. You think, well, what's the point? So I'm just going to give up. So if you are, then this is why I'm recommending that you just take things easy and don't change absolutely everything about yourself. It's important that you make this journey a very smooth travel, and it is a smooth travel, and it can be a long-term journey. It's not a quick journey. It's not a quick bumpy one. It does take a long time, and it has to be something that you're ready to focus on for a lifetime, really. So the best things to do with this checklist is that you choose one or two things, and it might be very minor things as well. So it might be that if you're used to having 2 teaspoons of sugar in your tea and coffee every day, just cut it back by like half a teaspoon. And it might be that you're just doing that for a little while. Get used to that first, and then seeing if you can reduce it. If your whole thing is about, I want to reduce sugar, then just make these things just very small. Choose a few things to do, a couple of things to do, but make it simple. Make it simple, and things that you can, so it can become a habit. Don't try and make it really big, because that's when it's likely that you might fail, and we don't want that. So don't want to be going off and choosing like 10 things to change. Just keep it very small, one or two things. And obviously I'm reading this out from what I've written in my email series, because I tend to write things first, and then I'm speaking this out, and then this goes onto the portal. And so when I'm writing things out, it just comes out and it's there. And as I'm talking this out now, I realise that maybe there's things that I've said, and I think, oh, that might come across as a bit harsh. And so this next bit, it will come across as a bit harsh, and I'll explain why. So I wrote, after all, and I apologise if this sounds harsh, But PCOS isn't going anywhere. You and I have got this disease for a lifetime, so take your time. And I can understand, no, by reading that comes across as being so harsh, especially when you're firstly diagnosed with PCOS, because, you know, if you're anything like how I was diagnosed at 20. I'm not afraid to say my age now. I'm about to turn 47. So I'm about to turn 47, but when I was diagnosed at 20, it was like the end of the world for me. And I was recently at that time in a relationship. I'm still with that person now, so we've been together for a lot of years, over 27 years now we've been together. And I just felt like my whole world was crushing, you know. It's just like, I'm never, you know, how it was put to me is that you've got this thing called PCOS. I'm not quite sure why you've got it. It's most likely that you won't be able to have children naturally, and your only option will be to have IVF. And then when you are ready to have IVF, come back to us and let's see what you can do. That was it, you know. And it was no help with like my symptoms at the time. And I just thought, my God, like they can't even explain to me what this thing is. And I'm now supposed to go away and just deal with this thing. And you know, they say you've got this thing for life. It's not going to go away. There's no cure for it. And yeah, you just feel like it's the end of the world. And that's really why that set me on this goal, really, that I need to find things to help myself, because these people are not really to help me. And I'm not knocking conventional medicine, because they have done a lot of things to help me. But there's things that I have to do every day. And the whole thing for me was that, oh my God, I'm going to be having this in my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, my 50s, my 60s. And then when you just look at your life and you think, oh my God, have I got to put up with all these symptoms for the rest of my life? And also a likelihood that I won't be able to have children. I just want to say now as well, and I'll get that out, that I have got 3 children, and I have at this present time, I have a son that will be turning 19 very soon. I have a daughter who is 17, and I have a daughter who is 6. So I had her at 40. So there is hope. I just want to say that, because that was a big part for me, was the fertility side of things. So I just want to, you know, get that off, because I wrote that out, and then I thought, oh my God, you know, reading this back, how harsh does that sound, you know, especially for somebody that's newly diagnosed, and then see my words, and then I've just kind of spelled it out and said, oh my God, you know, this isn't going anywhere, so you've got all the time in the world, which in fact we have in a sense, you know. So yeah, so I just want to apologise for that, because yeah, that could come across as being quite harsh, and it's not my intention for it to come across as being harsh. So I've got that out. I've got that out the way. So yeah, it isn't going anywhere. We have got this disease for life, and we have to have that view when we're looking at like how we can heal ourselves. And I say heal, not cure. And I'm sure I'll ramble on about that another time, but I won't go on about that now. But we have to look at this as long term. We can't look at this as like, I'm going to do this diet and change absolutely everything about myself overnight and hope for the best, because it's just way too stressful. And for PCOS anyway, the stress of all of that, it's just too much. It might even, in fact, cause more issues, and we don't want that. Don't want that at all. So go. If you've not opened the checklist, go now. Go and open it. Go and open the checklist. And you'll find the checklist. If you're getting my emails, you'll find the checklist at the bottom of every single email. If you're on the portal, you'll find it on the portal. If you're listening to this and maybe you're not part of my world, then you can get access to it. I'll put a link in whatever I'm recording this on, and there'll be a link in a description somewhere where you can get access to it. But yeah, get the checklist and get these emails and get this portal as well. This might help you as well, just to accompany you throughout through using the checklist. Now, if you are getting my emails, it's just to say that I will be popping up and be in your inbox giving you advice. Just giving advice and help on these sections of the checklist, because I don't want it to be that I just throw this thing at you and then it's like, here, there you go, there's a PDF, go and use it. And if you're anything like me, you'll get the PDF and it will just sit on your phone, it will sit on your iPad or whatever it is that you're using, and you won't do anything with it. So I'm seeing this is that this is just me here saying, hi, I'm here to encourage you, go and do these little things. That's what this is about, really, But I do understand that not everyone enjoys getting emails and things. So, if you find that it becomes too much, then please, unsubscribe. I do get it. I hate being bombarded by things. I'm not very good with social media. I'm not very good with emails. I'm not good with returning messages and things like that, because I hate being bombarded by stuff. So if that's you, I totally get it. But it is that I am sending this stuff out here with love, to help people like myself. So I do get it, though. If it's too much, then yeah, please unsubscribe. I get it, and there's no hard feelings from me. Okay, so if you have decided to stick around, then I'll be putting another email out there. There'll also be another video or audio that I'll be talking about, so you'll probably find that underneath this video here if you're viewing this in the portal. And so the next next email will be about sugar and packaged foods. So I'll see you for that very soon. Okay, so enjoy your day. You take care. Bye bye. If you would like some ideas for things to try, then just click below this video. It will take you to a page which explains about a checklist that I've got for you. So this checklist is a PCOS and stress checklist, and it's listing ideas for diet, listing ideas for exercise and relaxation. So just giving you some ideas of things that you can try. Now the checklist is not there for you to be choosing a long list of things to be doing, but it might just help you to give you some ideas of things just to help you to get started. Okay, so if you are interested, just click underneath this video and you'll be taken to a page which explains more. Okay, bye bye.